The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're building or buying or selling a home, the Real Estate Crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
Welcome and thanks for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party.
It's a party.
It's a party.
It's a party without Tony V.
yeah.
Where the heck is Tony V?
I know, Tony V.
Who is Tony V?
I know.
He's very tan.
Have you
I
heard
bet.
from him at all?
Yeah, I heard from him the other day.
He always sends me pictures of what he's struggling through while he's down
Which pair of pants he has to wear?
down Aruba. So Lenny Clarke, we had so many people asking me about.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! I had so many people calling, texting, email, saying you got to get him back. Here we are. Here we are again. We might We might have the month of Lenny. How's this?
I love it. I love it.
That's right. We'll have it.
Yeah, you know Tony.
No. We love Tony.
It was nice knowing you, Tony.
No.
I actually thought Tony was going to be on today, and Lenny and Tony would be able to tell us a few stories, but Lenny's going to have to take it. So you were a little late today. I got to ask you about that.
Yeah.
You showed up at the wrong.
Well, you know what? I showed up at two guys in Nashua, and it dawned on me. I said, "Wait a minute. This
doesn't look right.
This isn't the same building. This isn't where I park. Oh no!" So I called right away, and I says, "Hey man, I'm in Nashua."
You were here in within about 5 minutes.
Oh, God,
after,
yeah.
after
Oh,
the
yeah.
emergency
Oh,
call.
I'm
Like he can find his way to Hollywood,
Right.
but he can't find his way to Salem, New
What can I
Hampshire.
tell you? I'm an immigrant. Or as they call us now, newcomers. You know, a newcomer in California can get an extra penis now. Oh. Yeah. It's called addictomy. It's a very tough surgery, but they can do it in a day. They can do it right in your car.
Only in
If you have a-
California?
Of course, California's giving it away. Yeah.
Oh, Massachusetts maybe too.
Why not?
Yeah, that'd be the second state.
Of course.
No, but I heard that, like, you know, going through like different airports now, if you're undocumented human
Yeah.
in the United States, that they're like, oh, you know, if you have documents, you can give them to us going through Logan, but if you don't, it's okay. You can. It's optional.
You try that. You try to go to Miami.
No, I know.
All right. Kathy, you have your license? No. Well, you can't go.
I know.
Get out of the way. Let the Mexicans do it. Mexicans, Chinese, we are now a minority.
Yeah.
If you see more than 10 white people in a crowd, that's a riot.
Yeah.
We are bad. We are the reason the world sucks. We are the reason it costs $9.60 for a fillet of fish at McDonald's.
What?
I swear to God. And that's in New Hampshire.
That
We
used
live
to be
free
a
or
dollar
die.
on the dollar menu.
And it's not even real fish. You ever see a square fish? I mean, it's not like you have
Here we
real
go.
meat. Over 70 billion. So there are very much cows on this planet, including the ones in India. And they don't even eat them. They're sacred. That's fake food.
All right,
real.
so let's just recap. We haven't hit the 5-minute mark.
All right.
Taking down the Chinese, the immigrants.
Well, the Chinese are actually Asian.
McDonald's, India.
The fillet of fish.
Right.
Filet of fish, and this is all before 5 minutes in.
Right.
So we.
But listen, I love the Chinese. I do. The Chinese were responsible for starting my career. My landlord's name was Wing Wong, and the man who owned the comedy club was Shun Li.
Okay.
So I went from Wing Wong to Ding Ho.
Ding Ho.
Yeah.
Not the Dong.
So I
Ho.
have much respect for the Chinese people.
All right. I have.
All Asians. So let's lump them all together in Asia. I love them all. You know.
So, all right. Let me throw.
Don't like Hamas. I'm not really fond of the Houthis either. You got a beef with us? Call the house party hotline. You want Houthis in your house? The blowback from those guns, geez Louise.
Where's the button, Chrissy?
Yeah, right.
Where is the button?
Chrissy asked us what we should call today's show. What did we come up with?
Opinions, Lenny Clarke, opinions you didn't ask for.
I thought there was another.
Well, listen, we're trying to keep it for the kids. Kids are interested in real estate too.
You had a real estate question. Then I'm gonna get back to another. You hit about 9 things.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow up on, but you actually had a real estate question, didn't you, about the condos? And this might be a cliffhanger because we don't know the answer quite yet. We think we know the answer,
right.
But we want people to call in or text us or email. But go ahead.
I've either lived or worked in New York City for the last 35 years, 40 years maybe, and there are thousands of condos everywhere. They're empty.
They're vacant.
And they're vacant, but they're sold.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Why? What do I mean? I mean, rich people from overseas have bought these as an investment.
They're investing in them, and they're not even renting them out. They're just banking on the fact that those prices are going to be going up.
Or they could sell them right now as a win. You know,
right. A win-win-win.
Absolutely. Real estate in New York doesn't go down, even though the people are leaving. The apartments are still worth something, or condos.
So
do you know that New York City has the most population in the entire country? That's the city.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know
more than L.A.?
Do you know Mexico City only has water every other day?
No, sir.
Really?
Check it out.
What do you do?
Google it. Google this shit. I am fed up.
What do you do with the other?
That
day?
bothers you?
I don't know. I mean, listen, all the people that have come across the border, if each one of them had brought one brick, the wall would be done.
And they go over the wall or through the wall, or whatever they do, and they put it on top, right?
Yeah.
So they're already in.
Yeah. And to go back to the Chinese, who I admire and respect, and they're great in math, but you can't say that. Yes, I can. That's a compliment. Math, good. Chinese, good. Math. MIT, Harvard, come on.
Right.
I wish someone said I was good at something. We're white. You're scum. You're no good. You're filthy. You should have been nailed to the cross with Jesus.
I think we're seeing, well, I shouldn't say a different side of Lenny, but this extra trip from Nashua to Salem, New Hampshire.
It was the $9.60 for the filet of fish.
That's it.
Oh, you had to stop and get a filet of fish?
I haven't been at McDonald's in 20 years, and now I know why. $9.60 for a filet of fish, and Biden thinks he's going to win. Listen to me. People who eat at McDonald's are not going to be voting for that guy. $9 for a piece of stuff that looks like fish with a little secret sauce on it.
Secret sauce.
Yeah, I think it's...
All right, so you started the ding hole. I might have one. You don't know I know some of the stuff about you.
Oh, go ahead.
A place that you might have started even before that. Let me throw a name out to you. Springfield Street Saloon.
Oh, yeah.
How did I do?
You did amazing.
Where was that?
That was, which eventually became the Ding Ho, which is a Chinese restaurant in a Portuguese neighborhood with a Chinese owner. So, we've been commingling for years.
And how did it go over at first? Was it okay?
I was a janitor at City Hall, and I took out the other janitors for lunch, and we went in there.
Oh, I thought you took them out.
Oh, no.
Because you wanted to be the head janitor.
That's some other stories we might have to talk about.
Yeah, the head janitor.
Yeah.
But although I never got head. But the point is, I should take that back. There was that one. What happened? Oh, janitor boy.
I didn't need the job.
So
I didn't need the ride.
I took the guys out, and we saw Steve Sweeney. He was the first comedian.
No way.
He was on that night. It was him. I don't know who else.
Was he doing his Mick Jagger impersonation?
No, he was doing a horse with no name by America. And he.
All right. So let's get some. What year was this?
God Almighty! It's
early '80s. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be the early '80s. Yeah.
Wasn't there a comedian, Wright?
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright.
Academy Award winner, Stephen Wright.
Right.
Yes,
But didn't
you're right.
him and Steve Sweeney, did they ever perform together?
Sweeney and Meany, who performed.
Oh, yes.
together.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Kevin has passed, and he's gone now. But yeah, it was the Sweeney Meany show, and Steve Wright was. He was always like a lone wolf, you know what I mean? Very, very nice guy.
Still is.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah, still is. Brilliant.
My Ryan
man.
Cottle.
Was he
Last
on Comics Come Home a couple of years ago?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think I saw him.
One of my favorites he does. I went to Legal Seafood. I tried the Twin Lobsters. I wasn't impressed. They looked nothing alike. I mean, that kills me. He is so funny, and that is Steve Wright.
I was not impressed.
Oh my God!
Now,
he
of
kills
all
me.
you guys, he was the first one to go on Johnny Carson, right?
Yes, he
Which
was.
is amazing.
And I'll tell you why.
Because the group that surrounded him.
We had such a group of comedians. You wouldn't believe, a lot of them came even later, and they went on to superstardom.
All right, fire off some of their names, because I have them here.
Okay.
I'm going to
Don Gavin, Steve Sweeney, Kenny Rogerson, Barry Kremers, of course, and George McDonald. We had all these great, Paula Poundstone,
Paula Poundstone, that's funny.
Bobcat Goldthwait. I mean, a big, and a fabulous director. Now, he really is an incredible guy.
He's done a lot of Tony V's.
So anyway, they said. L.A. Times wrote an article about the comedy explosion, and Ground Zero is Boston. So a guy, Peter Lasalle from The Tonight Show, called the I can't say Chinaman, Asian, whatever, called Shun Li, and Shun Li, Lenny, Tonight Show on the phone. You know, that's how we said it. So I said, hello, my name's Peter Lasalle. I'm coming to town to look for schools for my son. We want you to put together a showcase of all these great comedians. And I said, okay. So I said to Mike, they want to so Mike put together a list. And he said, Stephen Wright, too. I said, okay, great. You know, because Steve Wright was so brilliant, but he was petrified of the crowd. He would stand with his back to the crowd, and I would go out and manhandle him. A little bit of a guy. You look at these people. They're paying your salary. Look at them. And I didn't know he had OCD.
He's still a little bit like that.
Oh, wait, wears gloves in the middle of summer? That should tell you. You know what I mean? And I love the guy. But that's probably part of his genius. You know. And he was just brilliant. So we went on, and from the very start, I just knew it wasn't my night. It wasn't my night. And I thought it was going to shine because I hosted. And I brought it. So I had 10, 12 shots at it. You know? No. It's
just
one of those.
No. The crowd was on me, but I was watching the guy, Peter Lasalle. He's going, this isn't right for the show. And then I end up, I go, Johnny Carson doesn't give a F about you. Not like I do. You know? And that ship
so that did
sailed.
it, huh?
Oh, way sailed.
And Peter Lasalle.
They went and bought a motor.
I remember Peter Lasalle said, you're very funny, but you'll never be on the Tonight Show. And he was right. You know, I mean, I have been on the Tonight Show.
With Jay Leno.
But not with Johnny.
And
Jimmy Fallon. So that's 2 out of the last 3.
That's true.
Is that guy still around?
Yeah, but he's not doing that anymore.
We should call him and just tell him.
I have no bitterness towards him. It's Johnny, that miserable little son of a bitch. I have shook the hands of presidents and CEOs and of giant conglomerates, and I walked up to Johnny Carson. And backstage at the Tonight Show, you're sitting there smoking a butt, and Teddy Bergeron, who was one of the funniest people I ever lived, was going to do a spot. And I got this close to him, and he looked me in the eyes with that cigarette. Said, "Don't step another step forward."
Really?
Only time I've ever backed away and walked away from anyone.
Wow.
Anyone. And he did it all with his eyes, because I knew he was a miserable. When he would come out.
He was bad, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, he hired Ed McMahon. Not as his sidekick, as a bodyguard. Then he was doing blow in New York, getting in fights in bars.
Really?
Ed would have to clean up the mess, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, ever hear people say, what a nice guy. No, great interview. Best hose up. Not a nice guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So he was just...
So he had 2 sides to him.
It's not nice to talk about the dead, so I'm going to leave it.
Well, we already did
now.
enough. Right.
But he brought Stephen Wright on. How did Stephen Wright do?
Murdered. He did one of the best Tonight Show performances I ever witnessed in my life. As a matter of fact, he was so good. Johnny called him over to the couch.
Which is a big thing.
Which is the big thing. Yeah.
Right. If you don't get invited to the couch.
No.
A
stand-up comic? No. Probably.
That's kind of his brush.
Probably 20, 25 comedians in the whole time of from the first. Maybe not even that many. And he was so good, Johnny had him back 2 weeks later.
Really?
Wow.
2 weeks later.
Oh, I didn't know he was
and he killed it again.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Good
Talk
for
about
him.
the driest sense of humor you've ever seen.
No, I saw him at Comics Come Home several years ago.
Yeah. It hasn't been a while.
It hasn't been in the last 5 years.
I don't remember the year.
No.
But
He is also an Academy Award winner for a movie, The Appointments of Dennis Jennings.
Really?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, well, you should check it out. He is brilliant, and it was Academy Award. You know, you got Academy Award.
The stuff he comes up with is just, and you say, oh, that makes sense. It's almost, but he's the one who comes up with it, And just the delivery.
He's flawless. The guy's unbelievable. He still works. He still works.
I saw him last time at Giggles, but he didn't actually go on. I think he was in the back.
Yeah.
Just kind of, you're right, not talking to anyone.
He's a lone wolf. He's a great guy, and I have nothing but wonderful things. I have nothing bad to say about Steve. I admire him, respect him, love the guy.
Speaking of Giggles, aren't you going to be there this weekend coming up? Or
no way.
One of these weekends.
I am. Hey, house party people. You want to find out about real estate? Come by Giggles. I'll tell you all about the sons of bitches who are living off us, off our hard-earned sweat. They're not even in this country, making millions on real estate they're not even in. Why don't we give some of that real estate they own to the new immigrants, the new visitors,
the newcomers?
Yeah. Well, I call them what do I call them?
Is it worse than the newcomers?
Oh yeah, it'll come.
Maybe you can't. Maybe it won't come to you.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you. Yeah, so, but you're going to be there probably coming up. Check Giggles' website.
Right.
Then they're going to let you know.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
I'm
right.
positive. I hope.
And if you think Lenny's quiet on this show,
oh God,
you're going to see him on stage.
Are you hosting or who's hosting?
No, I don't know who's hosting. Perhaps the fabulous Johnny Peasy. He might be hosting. But I don't know.
And hopefully you won't get locked in.
You're showing up Thursday and Friday.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, I don't get
That's the funniest thing.
Oh yeah,
Click.
Locked in a freezer.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Click.
There's two other clicks that stand out in my mind.
Good.
One was.
I got a story for you too.
Don't interrupt.
I'm not.
Mr. Clarke.
One was in Cincinnati, and I was in like a big suite, and I was doing a lot of drugs with a famous person I can't name because he's still alive, and.
You want to give his initials?
No.
Okay.
He was going out with Alex Trebek's daughter. How about that, right?
Yeah,
really?
That's
I know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're going to be Googling as soon as you get out of here.
Well, anyway, they left, and I, of course, couldn't sleep. And then I heard, it was the newspaper being delivered. So I went outside. I picked up the newspaper and click. And I was naked. So now I'm going, oh my God, this is hard. So I put the sports in the front and the real estate in the back. And I ran down to the house phone. I said, I'm locked out of my room. And they go, yeah, we know. I go, how do you know? I go, we know. So
the cameras.
They said, well, they take the elevator down and they throw the keys in. They don't even look. They just throw the keys in. I go back up and I run like a son of a bitch back to the hotel, open up, I'm in. That night, the two owners of the hotel said, you got a great ass. I said, oh, thank you. No, you have a really nice ass. I go, what are you talking about? You're on camera. That little episode this morning at 4 or 5 in the morning, whatever. Oh, my God. Same thing happened to me in Reno, Nevada. I'm in like this presidential suite. I pass out. I get up. I got to go to the bathroom. I can't find the bathroom. I found the kitchen, found the butler, the pantry, all this, you know what I mean? Can't find the right door to the bathroom. I go out and I click. Same thing. So now, if there's
you have learned your lesson.
There's no newspaper. And I hear the elevator. Ding! That's exactly what I ran halfway to the elevator, got the plant. I'm holding the plant in front of me. I'm not crazy. I'm locked out. Women screaming. They go in, all the doors open. Everyone's opening the door to look out at the lady screaming. They see a guy holding a plant. No, there's nothing wrong here, you know. And then the security comes and they go, you have any idea? I go, yeah, let me put my plant down. So they let me in and they look at my license. Don't do that again. I go, no, I won't. You know?
I did it on purpose.
Never, ever happen to me again. I always... I bring a couch or something. That door's not closed.
Wow, you're impressive.
Yeah, man.
Everyone always asks, how many viewers do you think you guys have? And I say, I don't know. We do it for our own therapy, and this is why we do it. This is we
for laughing.
We find this is better than going to a psychiatrist, just chatting with you and chatting.
You can always go back to One Life to Live or General Hospital. Is that shit still on? I mean, I don't know.
Or extended family.
Oh, that's at nighttime. That's prime
Let's
time.
talk about extended family.
I do. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
So I'm all caught up.
All right.
Maybe I have what?
Did you listen to my advice last week or two ago when Lenny was on?
No, I never do.
I know
You got to scream it. You got to stream it on the cock.
I do stream it. I do stream it on the cock.
On the what? I tell people, stream it on the cock. And I go, what? And I go, Peacock. The Peacock Network.
Yeah. I do stream it on Peacock.
Yeah. Well,
you already.
I try to remember. I try to break
Put the
things down. So I can
I know.
remember.
But here's my suggestion.
Peacock. You got it. Peacock.
Yeah, stream it on the cock.
Okay. If they let Lenny run with it, I think that thing's going to explode.
So I wanted.
So
who is
that's
your
gonna
favorite? Who is your favorite actor, actress to work with on that
It's
set?
like my mother said to me when I asked her who her favorite child was.
Okay.
She says, I hate all my children equally.
Okay.
But I love them all. I really, I'm
The kids are pretty good, huh?
The kids are amazing. Much
Yeah.
better actors than me. I
The
mean,
daughter,
oh,
awesome.
God.
Oh, you do very good in
Oh,
that.
God. John Cryer has 2 Emmys, and he sees me with my cardboard, and he goes, because I put my script on a cardboard, and I take it with me everywhere, the bathroom, the car, everywhere I am.
Oh, Mike says he's going to grab one of the scripts from you.
Yeah. So Dennis Leary
I still
was
have one of
amazed that I did put it on cardboard. So he said, write him so much that he can't fit it on cardboard. I'll take that call. Now, what happened? It's house party. All right, so now he wrote me so much I had to cut up a refrigerator box.
No.
Yeah, but
You literally just write it on cardboard.
no, I take the script, I cut the script,
and you
tape
paste it.
tape it onto the cardboard, you know, and the camera come with me all over the
Couldn't you
place.
just have 2 pieces of regular size cardboard?
They have offered me specifically beautiful custom design. I go, nah, it takes away the purpose. I see cardboard, I get excited.
Yeah. So I liked the episode with your long lost girlfriend and the dress.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
That was a good one.
Yeah. People said, Jesus, you have some range. I go,
I know.
thank
No,
you.
you're right. You're right.
Thank you.
I love the Celtics one.
Oh, I mean,
Now, you must talk to Wick about it. Wick being the owner of the Celtics.
Wick being the owner and the creator, one of the creators, and his wife, Amelia.
Yeah. So do you gab with them about it?
I do.
Oh, they're a creator of the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Them
okay.
and Tom Werner, who's with the Red Sox.
right.
And Mike O'Malley.
And Mike O'Malley.
The amazing Mike O'Malley. Oh,
he
God.
He put all this together.
He's the writer, right?
Mike O'Malley is the showrunner. He's
Okay.
the top dog.
Okay.
Everything they want to do, they got to go through him.
Okay.
But he has to take notes from the network, from the movie studio, because we have Lionsgate is the movie studio that's involved with NBC and Universal.
Seems like a lot of bureaucratic bullshit.
Well, you know what? They have been amazing, and I've never been on a show that was promoted so much. You know what I mean? So I hope it pays off.
But they're progressing the show, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You weren't as predominant in the first few shows.
No, God,
No, you had a couple
You're
lines.
saying you almost weren't even in the first few shows, or the pilot.
I wasn't. And they called me up and they said, Tom Werner said, listen, Lenny, I'm coming to town to meet with somebody. Can we meet for coffee? I'm having lunch with someone. My initial thing is, why can't I have lunch with you? And they go, but you don't say that after you've burnt your bridges with other very influential people. And Tom Werner
like Johnny Carson.
Screw him. And Tom Werner being the record holder for most syndicated shows on television. I mean, unbelievable.
Wow.
So I said, Tom, whatever you say. So he shows up, and we end up having breakfast, which is better.
Oh.
And
so you got better than lunch?
So he put on the tape recorder. He put his phone on. Go, just talk. And let's talk. And then he said, did you get it? That? He go, yeah, you're hired. Down. So Wicked
You like
asked,
the Boston accent, huh?
Wicked asked me to be involved with this 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
And I said, yeah, and then they never called. And then Tom had said, we may have something for you. And I go, whatever you have, Tom, I'll do it. And then Mike O'Malley, he just strung it all together. He said, don't do anything. Just wait. Don't take any other offers. Just wait. And thank God I did, because he was right. And I went out there. and I don't know if I told you this last time, but they have a green room, and on the TVs in the green room, the network and the film people are all in there. And I walk by, it's me, and I go, "This isn't working." I go, "Stop me dead my
the
track."
executive said that.
Yeah. And I go, "What?" And they go, and then the Lionsgate people said, "Yeah, it's definitely not working." I go,
Okay, I gotta go.
I waited 4 years for this.
Yeah, we need him in every show.
Yeah.
So they reshot the pilot to a very expensive chunk of change.
Yeah.
And put me in the pilot, and then they put me in a couple more. There's only 2 shows I'm not in, but I'm in the rest of them. And,
Yeah, because now they're developing character. Now you're a bartender. Now you're going to be living upstairs.
I love the bartender.
Oh, yeah, and I own the place. That's my place.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They act like you don't have any money on the
I know.
show.
Well, I think I've got a gambling problem. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I heard
Okay.
about, I don't know if I want to say this this is a spoiler alert for maybe next year, and I don't want to jinx it, but on how someone in your family might be dealing with.
Oh, with the fabulous Steve Sweeney.
Should we say that?
Oh, well, let's put it this way.
I'm getting the inside scoops.
Let's put it this way.
Very funny.
Steve is one of my dearest friends, so supportive. I look up to him, I admire him, I respect him. As an actor, I think he's one of the best. People have no idea what a great actor he is, and he's just amazing. But they came to me and they said, "Do you think Sweeney could do this?" I go, "He'd kill it." You know?
So it was their idea.
Their idea.
Wait a minute, is he
okay.
going to come in and help you in the bar?
Let's just say he's going to come on the show.
Oh my God.
Spoiler alert.
When we get picked up, Steve Sweeney will be one of the first guest stars on the show.
So that's the next season.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what the plot's about.
Yeah, you
but-
tell off here.
Off the air. off the
Okay.
air.
And like I said, we don't want to jinx it for Steve. you
I know. I know.
But I
Now, can you ever, and I know everyone always asks you a lot of, do you ever need other people in the bar that have some Boston accents that you want just sitting around?
Oh my God! Why is it always about you?
What? Did
Why?
I say me? No, I didn't say
Why?
me.
And the thing is,
it was a hypothetical.
He would leave me. He would kick me to the curb so he could get that spot. One time, he says, "Can you do a closing
I've
for
already
me?"
asked Mike the same thing. Go ahead.
He asked me to do a closing, and I
yeah.
said, "Sure, I'll
like
fill
this
in
one.
for you." Thinking that he had something really important to
It
do.
was important.
A conflict of interest or a conflict in his schedule.
It was a conflict.
So, I finish the closing. I get back in my car. I drive to the office, and I get a picture on my phone, and it's him and Norm.
George
from
Wendt.
Cheers.
From
Yeah.
Cheers.
And I'm
Love
like,
that guy.
that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I had a little smirk on my face like,
He had it wasn't a little. It was a huge smirk.
so
I'm like,
me and Norm is one of my favorites.
I've never forgiven
You
you
haven't,
for
I
that.
know, I know.
I've never.
Here's a story. I had read. I auditioned for Cheers, and they says, "Oh my God, you're so funny." I go, "Well, when I get the job, they go, you'll never be on the show." I go, "Why?" "Your accent." I go, "Yeah, but the show takes place in Boston." He goes, "Yeah, but if you notice, no one on the show sounds
Right.
as Boston as
Right.
you." And the only one close was Cliff, the mailman.
yeah.
But so I'll mix both stories together. But anyway, I said, "That son of a bitch, Cliff." I'm on a nationwide radio show. That son of a bitch, Cliff Clavin. And I'm John Ratzenberg. That's not a real Boston actor. Blah, blah. So I'm filming Lenny, and flying my mother out, and the Golden Girls is filming next door. So they come over to have lunch with my mother.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my mother's so excited. "Oh, Blanche," she's calling her by their name.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So,
Who was that who just died?
well, John Ratzenberg walks in.
Oh, yeah.
And I see him, and I go, "Oh my God!" And he
I
walks
need to
right
talk
by
to you.
me, sits down. "Hi, Mrs. Clarke," and she goes, "Oh my God, Cliff Clarke! You want a picture?" "Yes, I do." He comes over, he goes, "You ever say that shit about me again, I'll tell the old lady everything." Nicest guy. Oh
Was he
my
good?
God, he was the sweetest man. You know, I met everybody on that show. I met everybody
Have you?
on that show, and they were all terrific.
You would have been
Dancing?
You would have been a great Cliff Clavin.
Is he good?
Ted Dan. All right, I had a show called It's All Relative. It's a big gay show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the gays gave me an award, you know. Outstanding non-gay, whatever, you know what I mean? And I mean, it was unbelievable. Yeah, it was. They liked me very much, and they really. And
You better run.
and the two actors that I was with, John Benjamin Hickey and Christopher Siebert, award-winning New York Broadway actors. I mean, and these guys were fantastic. I couldn't believe it. So I'm working with them, and I lost my train of thought. Where was I?
Well, let's see. You're working.
You got the non-gay award.
Yeah. So my mother, was she involved in that? Oh yeah. So I'm doing that show, and my mother, I said, "Mom, you want to do the show?" She goes, "No, what lot do you shoot on? I go, the Paramount lot. She goes, doesn't Becca shoot on that lot? And I go, oh, you gotta be sure. You want to do Becca before you do my show? She said, Lenny, I can always do your show. Ted Danson, right? So I fly out, and I'm working. It's Tuesday, and who's walking by the set but Ted Danson? And he's down at another big one, Ted.
Yeah.
So I said, Ted. He goes, hey, Lenny, how's it going? I go, great. I said, listen, my mother would do anything to be an extra on the show. I take a personal favor. Anything you ever need, please. He goes, absolutely. He goes, but you got to do it quick. We only got 2 weeks. We just got canceled. Oh. So I go, and I go, good news, bad news. What's the good news? Well, you're on Becca. Oh, my God. Bad news, you got to do it within the next 2 weeks. Oh, my God. I said, don't worry about it.
You get it done?
I said, I can't. I'm too busy. You're 82 years old. You got nothing.
What do you got going on? Yeah.
So Mike and my sister Debbie flew out.
Oh, that's cool. So she did
all
it.
flew out, and she did Becca. And Becca made a big deal about her. And it was Ted Danson, one of the nicest guys. Yeah.
All right, so this is what we got to do.
Done.
Can you come back next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we have so many questions.
We have stories, and I'm going to leave some cliffhangers.
Okay.
One is with how you were actually involved with the Patriots Spygate.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Were you the
No.
Oh,
They got a show next week. How you might have stolen a bus, allegedly, while you were running for city council.
I did steal it. I'm not going to lie. The statute of limitations
Did you
is
kill
over.
that person,
No,
too?
I didn't kill anyone. I've never killed anyone.
That's the third story we have to bring
Not
up.
even in my dreams.
How you might have been investigated for one of your neighbors.
Oh!
All right.
Oh, God.
You got to
you
come
did
back
good.
next week.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We got a lot more to go over with Lenny Clarke next week. Please join us at the Real Estate House Party.
Woo!